I've been holding this video off for a while now. This has been something that I've wanted to get off my chest for a long time. So I hope this can shed light on any of you that are watching this that are in a similar situation. Now I know that I'm not a failure, but I felt like one. Why? All the videos that you've seen of me since I was a teenager, my training, my studying, my working out, all my sacrifices, they take a toll on me. Not because I don't love what I do, but quite the opposite. I love what I do, but I do these things with the hope and expectation of a better future. All the monotonous things and the meticulous routine is all to see improvement. But what happens when you don't see any improvement? What happens when you believe all your sacrifice is in vain? You choose the apple over the donut because it's healthier and will make your body look better over time. You don't choose the apple for taste and pleasure, you choose it for progress. But what happens? After time and time of choosing the apple, you see no difference. And on top of that, all the people around you that choose the donut seem to be happier. What's stopping me from choosing the donut now? What's stopping me from giving up? That's where I was at. But not only for football, for my faith as well. I didn't want to sacrifice anymore. I didn't want to do the right things anymore. I was burnt out and I was tired. I've been at this whole thing for a while, longer than most people that I know. In a sport where you start playing at a very young age, I started playing pretty late, at around 13, and I fell in love with this game. But at that young age, I knew I needed to convince myself that I could make this a career. And on August 1st, 2016, after completing 1,000 push-ups in one day, a challenge that I gave to myself that summer, I decided that day would be the day that I changed my life. At that point, I knew I could complete anything if I just put my mind and I worked hard towards it. Fast forward to 15, I convinced my parents to homeschool me so I have more time to dedicate to training so I can achieve my dream. I started late and I had a lot to catch up on, so I might as well start now, right? That's where the isolation started and the sacrifices intensified. But I thought, no worries, this will all be worth it. Fast forward to 19, I spent my first year in Spain, my first year alone. I broke up with a girl that I was with for over 3 years, and I had to separate from a group of friends that I was with since high school. But I thought, no worries, I built a connection with God at my lowest moment. I know I'll reach my goals eventually. Fast forward to the age of 20, I moved to South America, in living conditions that I wasn't accustomed to, and a foreign way of living that was pretty tough. But in the end, it was worth it. I was told that the professional team that I had been trialing with wanted to sign me. I went back home for the holidays and I told my friends and family. I finally did it, I thought. I just needed to wait a few days to negotiate the contract. Well, days turned into weeks and weeks turned into a phone call. The deal had been changed and there was nothing that I could do. No worries, this will all be worth it in the end. Fast forward a few months and I had a trial with the pro team in Canada. 1 out of 150 players. I couldn't believe it. 150 players from all different countries and backgrounds, playing styles, everything. And I was the top prospect after the first day. Good news, I was told. It was basically a formality until I signed. I would be signing my first contract very soon. I just had to finish the next few days strong. Well, the next day I pulled my hamstring and lost my opportunity. Well, fast forward to present day, and I'm still here. Still going after the dream I told myself on August 1st, 2016. Now before I go, I want to say one last thing. Last week, I read the book of Genesis in one sitting, and I learned why I should keep going and working for my dream, and I want to share that with you. Abraham was promised by God to be a father of many nations. It took 25 years for his son Isaac to be born. It took Noah over 50 years to build the ark after he was told by God. It took 7 years of work for Jacob to deserve a wife, and then was betrayed and had to work another 7 years for his eventual wife Rachel. And finally, it took Joseph 22 years to fulfill his dream, 13 of which was spent as a slave or in prison. Why am I telling you all this? Well, let me show you the one verse that opened my eyes to this whole situation. In the story of Joseph, while he was wrongfully in prison, he shared a cell with a cupbearer and a baker. They both had dreams and asked him if he can predict them. He did so, but his only request was that when they met with Pharaoh, they would remember him and basically give a good word for him. But Genesis 40:23 says, "Yet the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph, but forgot him." This stood out to me because I saw myself in Joseph. I felt like my work and my prayers had been forgotten. In that moment right there, them forgetting would have given me an excuse to give up. But in spite of that, Joseph remained steadfast, believing that his dream would come eventually. And 2 years later, the Pharaoh had a dream, and the cupbearer remembered him. God has given each of us a promise, each of us a dream. It's up to you to remain steadfast in the midst of everything telling you your dream will never become a reality. Just like Abraham, Noah, Jacob, and just like Joseph, that dream just takes time. Okay, alright, so as you can see, this is like a different format of a video. I'm going to start making more videos like this of me just speaking. I think it'll help you in different ways, and that's not to say that I'm going to stop doing vlogs and day in the lives, because I'm still going to do that. I'm just going to mix it in with this type of content because I think it'll help you guys. Like I said, I was going through a lot, but I feel great. The season in Spain was going really, really well. I scored two games ago, had an assist in my last game. So just, getting ready, preparing, doing everything. Yeah, this is just a little update. I'm gonna head back to Spain in a little bit. And as you can tell, there's like a little bit of a rebranding. I don't just want to do vlogs and football content. I want to help you guys in all areas. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.